So, two more anti-shank strategies, okay? This will be to go with the, fix your shanks part 2. It's amazing how it's amazing how when we're swinging toward the golf ball and we're letting the ball become the target, how it'll invite a bad case of the shanks. And what's really interesting about that, right, is that the worse you miss the ball, the more you want to hit it, and then the worse that becomes. So that's why people who tend to shank the ball tend to shank a lot, okay? They become very tentative, and when they become very tentative, their body stiffens up, the body doesn't clear, and then they'll tend to shank the ball, okay? So you'll notice in Shanks Part 1, right? So what we're looking for is we want body out of the way going back, body out of the way coming through. If you look at my Hogan power move, Hogan power drill, when you turn the body out of the way, butt clears, right? So we're looking for the butt turning out of the way, going back. Now we have a nice big pocket, so the arms have tons of room in front of the body coming through. And as the arms are coming through, going towards the target, because your focus is on the target, and you're allowing the body to get out of the way, then that left side's going to clear, and then you'll have tons of space for the arms in front of the body, great contact with the golf ball, okay? So, first and foremost, effortless momentum to the target. My eyes are on the ball, my focus is on out of the way to the target. So always going to have solid contact. Now, if you allow, if the grip falls apart in the backswing, if the body doesn't clear out of the way going back and the arms collapse into the body, and then you get either the arms collapsing or the grip falling apart, now all of a sudden we have a short circuit going on, and you'll tend to want to recreate the grip coming down. All of the energy is spent before getting to the ball. There's a big difference between at the ball and through the ball. So you notice in, go to my distance to ball part 2, and you'll see what I'm talking about there. So we want to make sure that in the backswing, right, when you take that grip, this bone is now attached solidly to the bones of the arm, and as you swing back and through, go to your perpetual motion swing, feel how the grip is staying intact, and feel how gravity is pulling the arms away from the body. Don't let the arms collapse into the body, because if you let the arms collapse into the body will become in the way again, okay? So, wide arms going back, see how my right elbow's pointing down? Then as I'm coming down, got tons of room in front of the body, through to the target. So, extended arms. You know when they say, it's okay for that lead arm to bend a bit in the backswing, okay? Those are the guys who are still teaching that antiquated X-factor theory, okay? And as you guys have seen through my video, Learn Your Golf Machine with my skeleton, every golf professional worth their salt is going to have more than basic knowledge of the anatomy of the human body, all right? You got to look under the hood to be a good mechanic, all right? So you'll notice the spine doesn't twist. So you got to turn the body to allow for full width in the arms. Okay, it's the same thing for snapping a punch. So the last part is steadiness in the head. Now, if you go to Tilted Spiral Part 3, we talk about perception to target. So what happens, you're beside the ball here, and you're trying to go toward the target. And what happens, your head becomes unstable and starts to move forward in the downswing. All right? So for all of you trying to keep your head still in the backswing, you'll tend to move this way. So if the head moves forward, all of a sudden, now watch me come into the ball here. I'm coming down. See that beautiful arc leading into the shot? Lots of space. See how it's going to release right in the center of the club face? So now if my head moves forward just a little bit, watch what happens. Uh-oh. See how I've taken the hosel and moved it out of its arc? Now when I get to the ball, it's Shank City. okay? So it's very important to maintain a steady head in the downswing, all right? So to feel that steady head in the downswing, go to my one leg drill. So I'm going to swing the club back and through without stopping on one leg. My knee is not protruding forward, which would cause my hosel to move forward. So everything stays the back of the arch inside the ankle. And you notice how my left knee rotates. So the club is always going to come back to the same place. But best and most important of all, if my head moves forward on one leg, I will lose my balance. So the head stays against the left side. That holds the head nice and steady behind the ball. And this will give you the best feel for the downswing. This is exactly what your downswing should feel like. So my head stays back. Out of the way, out of the way. And man, was that flush. Right in the center of that club face. Effortless 7-iron, 175, 180. Here we go again. So, out of the way, head stays back. Out of the way. So notice how my hips are clearing, but my head is still back. All right? Head moves forward, Shank City. Thin to win. Nice swing. That still felt amazing. One more. Out of the way. Out of the way. Super solid. Still in the air. Still in the air, just landing now. Okay? So, width. Clearing with the posterior protruded. Head staying nice and steady. Now we got a shank-proof swing. All right? Hope you enjoyed that.